What's up, Jabber Nation? Been gone for a while, but it feels good to be back in the studio here. Feels good to get everything back and rolling. So, if you guys watched the finals last night, which I did not, couldn't do it. Didn't have faith in the Cavs. Didn't want to see Golden State win a title on their home court. And I guess I was pleasantly surprised. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, at points in that game, I thought to myself, are the Warriors just kind of letting them have this one so they can go back on Monday and win in their home court? That's kind of popped into my head because I mean, with how dominated they were the first three games, you just had the feeling like if they wanted to, they could close it out in four.
Yeah,
but I think my thought was let's just give them this one, let's go home and win it there. Which, not probably the smartest idea.
Right.
You can close out a series. You close it out. It doesn't matter where you are. But yeah, I mean, so far this entire NBA postseason has just been terrible. Yes, yeah. Terrible.
There's been better games in the NHL Stanley Cup Finals.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, I mean the final or if you compare the NHL Finals to the NBA Finals, the NHL Finals have been far more entertaining. And you had the number one seed Blackhawks being ousted in the first round. I mean, this series, the finals going on now. Penguins won the first two. Nashville comes back, won the next two. Penguins won the third game. So it's like, oh, well, can Nashville hold home ice and sing it back to Pittsburgh for Game 7? So yeah, the NHL has actually been more entertaining. There's more storylines there than where at the NBA it's Cavs, Warriors right away, and then the finals. It's been all Warriors, with the exception of last night's game. It's like I said, it's been boring to watch. It's not entertaining.
No.
I mean, obviously, if you're a Warriors fan, you're loving this.
Oh yeah.
But if you're a casual NBA fan, I have no rooting interest either way. I mean,
right.
Neither of these are my teams, so I don't have a huge rooting interest. I mean, but I always look for a good series, and no, there's not a good series to be had here. I mean, maybe, who knows, maybe the Cavs will pull off this miracle, come back, from down 3-0, which has never, ever been done at any point ever in the NBA.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I doubt it, but that'd be the only way that this postseason can be salvaged for them, for that to happen, which that's asking a lot.
Oh, yeah, because it's like last year now, every game they play is an elimination game,
Yeah. And I would say this, if the Cavs can come back down from 3-0 and LeBron puts the team on his back and leads them from 3-0, I will put LeBron as the greatest if he can do that. Because that would be incredibly impressive. But now he actually has to put him on his back. He can't be scoring 10, 15 points a night. Kyrie is scoring 30 and Love scoring 40. He has to be the main one, doing it. For me to, say that, but if he did, it'd be hard to argue against then, because that's doing something that no team has ever done, coming back from 3-0 and against a stacked Warriors team. But then again, you have to think in the back of the Warriors' minds, 3-1, been here before,
right?
Didn't go
start
well.
to creep in their head now, since there's that. Deja vu 3-1 setting again.
Exactly. But now if, the Warriors go, it's Game 5, Warriors go back home and they finish it off there. To me, I always talk about LeBron, being the greatest. If that happens, I'm sorry, I'd immediately drop him some. I can't. Well, the thing is, there's been so much talk lately of, is Kevin Durant actually the best player in the NBA?
He's the second best.
Well, there's a lot of, former players that are saying he's the best. Which, if LeBron James can be considered the greatest of all time, at no point in your career while you're playing should another player be considered better than you. In your prime, I should say. LeBron's still in his prime. There should be no other player that's considered better than you. Michael Jordan in his prime, there was no one that ever said, "Oh, this player's actually better than Michael Jordan. He's better. You should put him in there." But no, with LeBron's maybe Kevin Durant's better, things have been thrown out there. Personally, I don't think so. I don't think Kevin Durant's better. He's on a much better team.
Yeah, better team than LeBron for sure.
Yeah. I mean, and now granted, if they close out the series Monday, Durant's probably going to be the MVP of the series.
Probably.
Because that shot he made in Game 3,
yep.
that basically that final shot, that kind of, that's what I've been looking for LeBron to do, is what Kevin Durant did.
Yeah.
And, I mean, yeah, he's going to be the MVP, but, like I said, I can't put him as the best player because, he's on a far superior team. When you have a team with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green,
yeah,
you're on a loaded team. Yep. So, yeah, definitely better team, better player. I can't go there.
So, I would say if they don't win from down 3-0, I guess to me the thing that would be with LeBron's legacy, I guess, is I would have that play in Game 3 where he had a drive, he had a step on Kevin Durant. Instead of finishing, he kicked it out to Kyle Korver for the 3.
Yeah, and LeBron said he would do it again that way, but in that situation,
I don't see it.
Well, no, in that situation, you have to take control.
You're the leader.
Yeah, you are the best player. You have to take control of that situation. When your team cannot score in the final 3 minutes of a game, and you blow, an 11-point lead.
Yeah, they went on like a 9-0 run.
Yeah, and you blow a lead in 11 minutes. No, you take the ball. You just basically tell your team, just take some coverage. I'm taking this. I am putting the team on back right now because we cannot go 3 minutes without scoring. And that's exactly what they did.
They won. If they would have won that game, and then they won the game last night, they'd be going to Oakland just 3-2.
Oh yeah, if they just hold off the Warriors, if they score just even a few points in those final 3 minutes, it's a completely different series. Now it's actually entertaining.
Yep.
But right now as it's 3-1. I mean, yeah, everyone's like, oh, they won 3-1 last year, but it doesn't feel the same.
No.
Because for one, the Warriors have Kevin Durant now that they didn't have last year. And just, trying to climb out of a 3-0 hole, and that's never been done. I mean, that's a lot. And when was last time the Warriors lost 4 games in a row?
Right.
So, even, like I said, going back to, I fully expect the Warriors to close out in Game 5.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they close it out on Monday. Something that stood out to me on the box score, Durant did have 35, but then he had Curry that was only 4-13 from the field. And he shot 2 of 9 from three-point, only had 14 points. From stuff I read and saw, right away the Cavs were pretty physical with Steph and Curry.
Well, with Steph Curry, this has been a theme the past couple finals, is he has not shown up. Last year wasn't really there. It was Klay Thompson that was doing most of the work. And then this year, Steph Curry's taking this far, huge backseat, and it's where did we kind
of... He had a good game, 1, 2, and I think 3, he had 30-something.
But after that first championship, did everyone kind of just put Steph Curry too far up?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think a lot of people did. A lot of people bought into the hype of Steph Curry.
Yeah, because, these past 2, postseasons, just not that, impressive.
Because, I think something, too, that stood out to me the last game I watched was Curry was getting all, butthurt when he was getting played physical by Iman Shumpert. He was complaining to the refs that he was grabbing him and drawing at Shumpert's it's playoff basketball, buddy. I was they're not going to just let you stand there and shoot a 3.
Yeah, things they may call a foul for in the regular season, they're going to let slide in the playoffs. It's they let it be a lot more physical play in the playoffs, as it should be. Because during the regular season, they get annoyed how many fouls they call.
Yep.
Because tap the guy in the shoulder, it's foul.
Yep.
Oh God, just slows the game down too much. And no, let them play. It's nice when the game is physical. Last night there was physicalness and chippiness during the game.
Yep.
And that's really what the Cavs need to do. They need to do that.
Yeah, they have to get physical with Golden State because when it comes down to it, they are a finesse team. They don't, aside from Draymond, a lot of them don't like to get physical.
Yeah.
Aside from Draymond.
Draymond would do that all day.
Right. Because Durant was getting mad I saw in the highlight when Kevin Love was getting all physical with him, and him and LeBron got a double technical, I think, or something.
That's what you need to do when the Cavs have the size. That's we talked about doing the beginning of before the series started. They need to be physical.
They impose your will.
Yeah, and they basically adapted to the Warriors game and have tried to do that, and it hasn't been working.
Yeah, the Cavs do not have enough shooters on that team to play at a fast pace like Golden State does.
Except last night was the exception, just because they made 26 3-pointers. But you can't expect that to happen every game. That was just kind of a fluke game where they just went out there, they shot out of their minds. It's not going to happen, probably in Game 5. It's certainly not going to happen for 4 games in a row.
No.
Very unlikely. So you have to change your approach.
I thought, too, the Cavs' defense was really good. I mean, they held Golden State to only 28% from the three-point line.
Yeah, but Golden State still scored 116 points. I mean, as hard as the defense was good when they still scored 116. Just the Cavs just having to score was like 136 or whatever, something like that.
Yeah, 114 to 137. I think, to me, something that really spoke out, too, was Golden State only had 9 fast break points. I think pretty much the whole series they've had a ton of fast break points. That's basically what their offense is. A lot. They like to get up and they like to run,
Yeah.
Thought another thing, Klay Thompson struggled last night. To me, I think the key to beating Golden State is, KD's going to get his. He's just that good.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can out-physical Curry early and make it hard on him to score, you have a legitimate chance.
Yeah.
Because with KD being there, their offense, the team still runs on Curry's still the engine that gets that team going.
They need to slow the game down. That's what the Cavs need to do.
And that's what I felt looked like they did last night. And plus, they got a lot of bench scoring, too. JR finally showed up. Tristan Thompson finally got off of the Khloe Kardashian school bus and decided to actually play for once.
Yeah, today I heard about this Kardashian cursing, which I had never heard.
It's real. It's real, America. It's
never
real.
Heard of it before, so I have no idea what they're talking about.
It's real.
Sure.
It's real. We'll go to Home Depot and I'll tell you all about it. We'll look at some 2x4s.
All right.
All right, yeah.
So, yeah, it's I never heard of that, but yeah, it's about time the bench did something. Because you can't rely on
besides
Love, Irving, and James scoring everything. You need some contributions.
I mean, you had LeBron. He's had he's averaged a triple-double this whole series in the finals, pretty much. It was 31, 10, 11 yesterday. You had Love. He had 23, 5 rebounds. Kyrie Irving has been a man-possessed the last 2 games, I think.
Yeah.
He was 40 points and 7 rebounds. I mean, in order for them to win in Oakland, they got to get points from the bench and J.R. Smith. They can get remotely scoring from their bench, they'll be okay. Mm-hmm. But the bench has to show up. Because we said that, the past 3 games?
Yeah.
We're saying they got to help. They got to get help from their bench.
Yeah, because if, following the games, if you look at, the scoring sheet, the first 3, it's been LeBron, Kyrie, and Love. Everyone else has
9, 6 points.
Yeah.
4 points. That's not going to cut it.
Kyle Korver hasn't done much. J.R. Smith hasn't done much. Tristan Thompson hasn't done much. They need some contributions.
They need something out of them.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't be nervous because this a lot of the same players from last year, and a lot of them are veterans that they brought.
I mean, Korver, he might be just because he hasn't played in...
Right, it's his first year.
Yeah, so maybe from him. But yeah, J.R. Smith, Tristan Thompson, this is where you guys were last year.
Exactly.
How could you possibly be nervous or anything?
I agree.
Hopefully, it would be, like I said, that's the only way the NBA Finals could be saved this year is if the Cavs come back and win. If they don't, and the Warriors wrap it up this next game, it was a terrible, terrible postseason.
Yep,
just awful.
Yeah, not just the finals, just in general.
The entire postseason was
the
awful.
whole postseason was just terrible.
And then I'm sure it's already started as far as LeBron's where is he going to end up next?
Yeah, I read dumb articles in that.
He's going to leave,
I honestly
wherever.
I honestly don't believe he's going to leave again. I think he's I think he'll re-sign a contract and he'll go back to Cleveland. I really don't see
And
him
right now
leaving.
he's keeping the contract short because he's waiting for this new
Right.
collective bargaining agreement so he can then get the max deal because they're expecting the salary cap max deals to go up once they get this new TV agreement. So that's the reason. That's the reason why he keeps doing these short-term contracts. So when that eventually does happen, then he can really really cash in. Because if a player deserves the max contract, it's going to be him.
Yeah, unless you're Isaiah Thomas for the Celtics, he wants a $200 million contract this year.
He hasn't proven himself to do anything to earn
that. I agree 100%, but that's what he wants. $200 million.
He's had a couple of decent seasons. That doesn't shoot you up to the $200 million range.
That's what I would say, but I mean, just...
chances are there might be someone that pays him that, though.
I certainly hope it's not the Celtics.
I don't think the Celtics are going to. There's already been talk about looking at possible trades for him.
Yeah, because they don't want to pay him that much money.
Well, exactly. If he's going to pay them, they know they're not going to pay him. Yeah, try to get something for him.
Yep.
Don't just hold on to him and just let him walk. Get something for him. Get some draft picks or some role players or something. So yeah, that's going to be. I like I said, I hope they can at least drag us out for a few more games just to make it somewhat interesting. But
well, then too, you got to factor. I'm sure the NBA's lost a bunch of money this year too because how crappy the playoffs has been.
I mean, I'll have to, wait to see what the ratings come out for the finals. But over the course of the year, even though everyone knew it was going to be the Cavs and Warriors, attendance and viewership was still up. Which why I don't know because I find it incredibly boring when you know the year prior what the finals are going to be for the next year, which is exactly what everybody knew this year.
Yeah, once Durant went to Golden State and all the players the Cavs got, everybody's okay. It's going to be a rubber match again.
Yeah, and then
2 teams in the next.
Who do you see challenge those 2 teams next year?
Unless those other teams get like 3 players on one team.
There's talk about Chris Paul going to the Spurs.
Yep, I heard about that.
If that happens, maybe the Spurs can be seen as a challenger for the Warriors.
Yep.
But other than that, who else is gonna challenge the Cavs and the Warriors? If nothing else, you're looking at the exact same finals next year, and that is
probably the next 2 years, however long the 2 teams stay together.
And that is incredibly boring to me. I don't want to go in knowing, these are going to be the 2 teams in the finals next year when this year hasn't even technically ended yet.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, but then again, what does the NBA do about that?
There's nothing they can do about it.
They already have something set in place where a team can pay his own player more than he can make if he leaves the team, yet they still choose to leave the teams. So, I mean, what else can you do? Everyone keeps wanting to group up to make these super teams. And win a championship.
It all started the very first year the Celtics got together with KG and Paul Pierce and Ray Allen.
I'll even go a step farther. Happened with the Lakers. Karl Malone.
Oh, Gary Payton
joined. Now it didn't work out for him. They didn't win.
Yeah.
But that's the original attempt at it.
Right.
So, I mean, because Karl Malone just got sick of,
coming second with the Jazz.
Yeah, but then again, he was going against LeBron, not LeBron, but Michael Jordan and the Bulls, so he ran into a huge buzzsaw there. So, I figured, let's go to the Lakers. They're in this, winning mode, and nope, still didn't work out.
That was a great year, actually, when they ended up losing in the finals still.
Yeah, because, the Lakers were just, giving that team, like, oh, God, they're going to win again.
Yep.
They had these 2 great players, going to win, and then they lose. Like, oh, thank you.
I was not disappointed with that whatsoever.
Yeah, so, the Lakers then are what, like, the Warriors are now. Like, everyone's like, oh, God, please lose. Please lose.
Yeah. I don't think I've talked to anybody around town here that wants the Warriors to really win.
Only the Warriors fans want the Warriors to win.
That's it. That's pretty much it.
Warriors fans, or you might get like those, LeBron haters that really want LeBron to lose.
Which is like every 5 steps I take, I feel like sometimes in public. Just saying. Just throwing that out there.
I'm not a LeBron hater, but I really don't want the Warriors to win. Really don't. More of a Durant hater right now than a LeBron hater.
I'm kind of on that same kite.
Yeah. So, switching gears from NBA to NFL.
Because there's barely anything going on in the NFL right now.
Yeah. Yeah, in the NFL, you have
Like
the
their
Jets
OTAs.
releasing a bunch of people to try to be a terrible team.
Yeah, they're basically tanking their season this year.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much.
And you can't really make any secret about it. It's like, hey, we're releasing all of our good players so we can purposely be terrible.
Yep.
And then, along with, the Jets doing that, then you have Kaepernick still with that team. There was that glimmer of hope for people rooting for Kaepernick that Seahawks might pick him up. And nope, they went a different direction.
Yeah, Pete Carroll said he's a starter, and we already have our starter, but yet they signed Austin Davis. Used to be back with the Browns.
Yeah, so you look at everything that's going on. Like, why hasn't this guy found a team when he was a starting quarterback in the Super Bowl not too far back?
Mm-hmm.
There's a few different things that go. It's like, he's being blackballed for his stance, which he already came out and said he's going to stand up for the national anthem this coming year.
Yep.
Which, like I said, I still think it was a little crap that he said that, because that was purely just a statement to market himself to get a team.
Yeah, to get signed. Yes, I agree.
And so, I think blackballed. It's like, you look at, it's hard to argue with that, just because if you look at where he is or who he is, and then you look at all the other backup quarterbacks in the league, it's like, are you telling me that he's not better than those backup quarterbacks? Then the thought comes to that is, well, what is he asking for as far as the contract goes? Is he asking for too much? And teams like, you're going to be a backup, right? We're not going to pay you that much money. So is he being blackballed? Is he asking for too much money? Is it maybe kind of somewhere in between?
I've literally tried to look up on the internet, I don't know how many weeks now, to see, is he asking for too much? And I have not been able to find anything. Any stories. Really, the last team that really showed any interest was the Seahawks. Yeah. Other than that, there really hasn't been much in the way of interest, in them that, has been released. I know there was one article I read where owners were concerned about his vegan diet. Oh, once again, that's just a load of crap. I was like, okay. I was like, digging deep, I guess. All right. That's just throwing out some random stupid excuse. I'm like, you still look at this guy. He went to 3 NFC title games and was a throwaway from was winning the Super Bowl and another throwaway to possibly going to another Super Bowl. And like you said with the backups, you look at all the backups right now in the league, I guarantee he's better than probably over half. Oh, easily. You look at the backups, really, there's not many that stand out. But no. Maybe Jimmy Garoppolo is one that might stand out. One. Yeah, that's one I can think of. Other than that, you look like, God, who really else is out there that could challenge him? I mean, what's his name? I don't know his name. He's not good, though, the Jets quarterback. Hackenberg? No. Geno Smith? Yeah. I was going to make up a joke. Maybe Geno Smith's better than Cam. Yeah, no. So, anyone on the Jets right now wasn't good. Because if you were good, you'd been released already. Yeah. I was absolutely blown away when I saw they released Eric Decker. Yeah, and so, as the NFL, what do you do? It's this team is purposely... they're purposely going to lose. Yeah. What do you do to combat that? Because you don't want to have this team go out every weekend. As a fan, who wants to go watch this team? Right. What about Jets fans? Yeah, as a fan, who wants to go to one of these games and watch their team just put up a pitiful effort? And you feel bad for Todd Bowles because, he's given this horrible team. And they're like, hey, do what you can with it. It's like, what am I supposed to do with this? And he'll probably be fired after this season or something. Unfortunately, yeah. Or in the middle. That's not his fault. Yeah, not his fault. He's, given a horrible hand. Yeah. But, that's kind of the nature of it. So he's going to be fired. He's going to look on as a non-winning coach because he didn't win, even though he said he didn't have the talent to do it. Exactly. And then, Jets fans, they're not going to come out. If the team is sold out, it's going to be because other teams' fans bought the tickets. Yep. So it's going to be an away game every week for the Jets. Yep, exactly. Because, their fans aren't coming out, and I don't blame them. I wouldn't go out either. I wouldn't waste my money to go out for that when I know my team's going to lose every week. Exactly. If I know my team is purposely losing, they're trying to get 0-16. Yes. And if it's hey Browns, we're coming for you in that horrible team department. Cleveland, we're coming. Yeah. So Cleveland, it's your move. How can you get worse?
Oh yeah, and I don't even know who they're aiming for this upcoming draft to get the number 1 pick. I mean,
the Jets.
Yeah,
I
mean, who usually if you're gonna tank it, you're like, oh, there's a quarterback coming out. We need to get him. Who's coming out?
I haven't heard of anybody or even nothing in college football or any prospects yet.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, this is Peyton Manning. He's gonna be coming out, of college. Oh, I gotta, tank to get him. No, it's not that situation.
Well, even this year's draft class wasn't that strong. I don't think this year's was stronger than Carson Wentz's class. I thought was a little stronger than this one's.
Yeah, I mean, there really hasn't been.
Past draft classes haven't been that well.
No,
in general.
I mean, really, outside of Carson Wentz, Carson Wentz, Dak Prescott.
Ezekiel Elliott, I guess.
No, well, I mean,
quarterbacks.
As far as quarterbacks go.
Yeah, that was.
I think you have blank on the number 1 pick's name.
Carson.
No, went to the Rams.
Oh, Jared Goff.
Yeah, blanking on his name. You have him, but I mean, from all accounts, he's wasn't good enough to even suit up for a while. And, we'll see if he gets any shot this year. With the Rams, but I mean, right now everyone's kind of looking at him like, oh, he's a bust. So then you have Dak Prescott and Carson Wentz.
Pretty much it from that.
Yeah, and we'll see what they do this year. Do they continue to progress, or do they kind of go through that sophomore slump?
I definitely think out of the two, I think Carson Wentz is less likely to have a slump because they did bring in Alshon Jeffries.
They brought in
and they got him Torrey Smith too. And LeGarrette Blount at running back.
Yeah, so they loaded around him.
Yeah.
So he has no reason to have a slump. Dak Prescott maybe did lose one of his linemen. Jason Wentz getting up there in age. He just seems to defy aging.
Father time.
Yeah. And then Des Bryant. Who knows what you're gonna get from him? He could be really good, or then he can throw a temper tantrum and not do anything. And then Zeke. Elliott is, he can be that same dynamic running back this year. So, there's more questions, I think, with Prescott, and the Cowboys than I think there are probably for, Carson and his offense. So, it'd be interesting. But, Jets, I don't get who they're aiming for this year.
I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe as the year goes on, we'll see this, quarterback stand, start to shine. And maybe that's, their magic ticket, but
if you're a Jets fans and you're watching, I would say get ready to have a horrible season. Probably you'll probably be 16 or 1-15. Yeah.
My advice to you:
you'll probably be last in your division.
Oh, easily. Stock up on some alcohol because you're going to need to get through the NFL season.
Stop through alcohol, go to Krispy Kremes, go to Home Depot on Sundays, take advantage of those sales in the ads they probably have for you.
It's probably going to be quiet. Because everyone else can be home watching football, but your team sucks, so why are you going to watch it? Just
That's
go.
Right. So Home Depot might be busy there.
Go run some errands. It's going to be quiet.
Go to Home Depot. Go to your grocery store. Buy some Blasto butter popcorn. Jolly time.
Sure.
I don't know where I was going with that.
I don't know.
Okay.
Buy some salad. Buy some fruits and vegetables. Buy some lean meat.
Take us out. You're killing me. You're killing me right now.
Wow. All right. Wow. That's all we've got. Once again, as usual, like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, leave comments below, ask questions. If you're a Jets fan, what are your realistic expectations for this year? Love to hear from you guys. Is the NBA playoffs as horrible as we think it is, or have you enjoyed it? I doubt it, but leave your comments. Otherwise, everybody have a fantastic night.